Pushkin the cat and I say hello, and she's done, but I will stay. Welcome back to another day of online learning. Hopefully you've learned a little bit about the Icarus myth. A lot of you have asked for help on your outlines. I would be a great one to ask for help on how to complete that outline. You could also ask each other. I bet you know a lot about how to fix that. A person with the last name of Johnson suggested that I give a house tour, and I think that's a great idea. At the end of 8th grade, I usually invite all the 8th graders to my house. There's a park nearby, there's a potluck, and I'm going to imagine that will happen. But based on our current events, I just don't know. That's all I can say, I just don't know. So, without further ado, I'd like to show you the house and give you a virtual tour. You could have chosen the Museum of Modern Art in New York. You could have chosen the Louvre in Paris, because everyone's putting up virtual tours. But you just got sucked into a virtual tour on Prospect Street. This is my kitchen. As you see, there used to be a spot for the microwave. And now the microwave is not there. I've used a microwave about 6 times this year. I have nieces and nephews. I have 21 nieces and nephews. I'm totally kidding. I only have 7. But those are pictures of them. They almost all live in Wisconsin, except some live in North Carolina. This is where I make the daily smoothie, and I start listening to music usually. Then we come into the room that you've already been in before. This is the dining room. There's a nice little working desk that I found at IKEA. That is where I usually do the school stuff, where I grade your essays and give you stars on note cards. This is a table, there's a candle, and there is a plant that a friend gave me as a gift. In case you doubted that this is Mr. Grell talking, I just wanted to give you a sign that it's really me. There you go. We're now going into the living room. Let's take a look at the floors. Oh, there's the cat again. The floors were redone. There was nice wood underneath very bad carpet. And so 2 summers, my parents came up and helped me refinish the hardwood flooring. It's very peaceful. We have some nice lighted cubes. The cube at the top features places that I've gone to. There's a unicorn, which is a prop from a play I directed. And there's some books. There's some other glowing cube shelves that are useful for symmetry. However, there's not as much meaningful stuff in there. I must admit it's mostly filler. There's a fake fireplace right here. There's actually kind of a little bit of room to just hang out if you go through the fireplace, but I don't do that. I just let the fireplace alone. There's a hearth, which is nice to put cards on. Those are some cards that some 8th grade students gave to me. Let's go upstairs now. Oh, come on. We're going through a cold entryway. The heating in the upstairs isn't so good. I better blow out some pipes or something. There's some blockage. Going up the stairs now, oh, there's some nice comfy carpeting. It makes any sort of exercise or like stretching in the morning very inviting. We're now in the hallway, but this is a bathroom. I made my shower curtain a mountain because last summer I hiked 185 miles throughout 16 national parks, and it was just too good to be around mountains. So I thought a mountain of a shower curtain would be a good idea. Here's a hall. Here's a mirror. The Airbnb business has not been so good lately. Reviews remain high, except no one is planning to come stay at this house for the next 2 months. Let's take a look at what they could be staying in. Oh, there's a bed. That's expected. A lamp. A candle, and that's pretty much it. There's a Wi-Fi signal with an overcomplicated password in handwriting that is difficult to read. Except if people are really motivated to get the Wi-Fi, they'll find it. Where there's a will, there's a way. The last room in the house is one of my favorites. Some might call it a library. Some might call it a den. It's a place where a lot of thinking gets done. This desk is where I wrote my first novel 3 summers ago. Got some notes from friends on it. Got this little art. You've probably seen that before. Remember that movie? And we're just going to sit in this little chair. This is the chair where I usually do my Mindful Monday stuff, except all 7 days of the week. I just wanted to say I wanted to part with 2 interesting thoughts. So I made some lessons. I helped some students today. And a lot of you were writing about that time management video that it might be okay to be bored because being bored allows you to think of different ideas. There's the cat. So these are 2 ideas that I came up with. First of all, I was feeling a bit discouraged because I hadn't thought of a dance move in a while. But that's all changed now. I believe I've come up with 3. One is called the Standstill Skier. Another one is called the Centimeter. And then the last one is called the Antisocial Chicken. I can't wait to show you in some way, shape, or form. Finally, here's the thought of the day. When we pass away, at least our bodies decompose. And they give up their atoms. And I wonder if when we give up our atoms, this allows those atoms to move on to new bodies, like newborn babies. So I was thinking, a lot of scientists are trying to find ways to make us immortal on this earth. And you might agree with me that that might not be as enjoyable as it sounds. But anyways, people are trying to find ways to live forever on earth. And I wondered, if we did that, what if we were successful and then fertility rates would go down? People would get to live for a long time, hundreds of years, except pregnancies would go way down because our atoms would be with us and we couldn't pass them on to the other stuff. That's what I've been thinking about today. Sounds like I need to take a break. I hope that you've enjoyed the house tour. Pushkin is always glad to host. And make sure that you do something creative today. Move around, exercise, ask someone a question, and be actually interested. Remember, it's better to be interested rather than interesting. Hope you have a good day. See you again.